Welcome to my channel. Here, I share instrumental music, literary essays, short stories, travel experiences, and various cultural and artistic works. If you enjoy thoughtful content inspired by literature, music, and the beauty of everyday life, I invite you to subscribe, like, share, and support the channel through membership. Thank you for being part of this journey. Kang, the poet of pain and silence. Kang is not just a leading voice in South Korean literature. She is a powerful force in world literature today. Every sentence she writes sheds light on the darkest corridors of the human spirit. But where does this depth come from? Traces of a life. Kang was born in 1970 in the city of Gwangju. Her father was a writer, so she grew up surrounded by books. However, her life was shadowed early on by the tragic events in her hometown. The 1980 Gwangju uprising left deep marks on her young mind. The question of why humans inflict cruelty upon each other became the foundation of her entire literary journey. She studied Korean literature at university. She began by writing poetry and later turned to novels. In her works, she has always searched for the meaning of being human. She questions the relationship of the body with pain, grief, and violence. Humans and nature in her prose. Kang's language is unique. It is both very simple and deeply shaking. In her world, words are like a thin veil covering a wound. The Vegetarian. This is the book that brought her global acclaim. It tells the story of a woman who uses her body as a tool of rebellion against social impositions. Her refusal to eat meat and her desire to turn into a plant is, in essence, a quest for liberation. Human Acts. This novel narrates the ghosts of the Gwangju uprising. How do the souls of the dead wander through the memories of the living? Kang does not leave this question unanswered. She disperses the cold fog over history with her words. Why should we read Kang? Her books are not an escape. They are a confrontation. She does not run from pain. Instead, she descends into the very heart of it. Yet, she does not leave the reader hopeless. She always keeps a flicker of pure, untainted light hidden in a corner. Reading Kang is an act of being honest with yourself. It is about understanding human weaknesses, fears, and the instinct to survive. She is a writer who speaks in a whisper in a noisy world. Her whisper is often more powerful than the loudest scream. In her texts, you feel both winter and spring at the same time. You feel both death and the stubborn persistence of life. With every book, Kang reminds us that literature is not just art. It is a profound act of witnessing.
Kang, a quiet voice echoing through human suffering. Introduction. Contemporary literature has writers who speak loudly and others who whisper. Kang belongs to the latter group. Her works enter the reader's mind quietly, yet they leave profound and lasting reflections. Through delicate language and emotional depth, she explores the hidden dimensions of human existence. Life in literary world. Born in South Korea in 1970, Kang grew up surrounded by literature and intellectual curiosity. From an early age, she developed a deep appreciation for language and storytelling. Her novels explore themes such as pain, memory, violence, identity, loneliness, and the fragile nature of human life. She transforms ordinary experiences into powerful literary journeys that challenge readers to reflect on themselves and the world around them. The Vegetarian and international recognition. Kang gained worldwide recognition with her acclaimed novel The Vegetarian. At first glance, the story appears simple. A woman decides to stop eating meat. Yet beneath this decision lies a profound exploration of personal freedom, social expectations, family pressure, and the violence hidden within everyday life. The novel unfolds with dreamlike intensity, blurring the boundaries between reality and imagination. Readers are drawn into a disturbing yet fascinating world where silence often speaks louder than words. Through this remarkable work, Kang established herself as one of the most distinctive voices in contemporary literature. Historical trauma and humanity. One of Han Kang's greatest strengths is her ability to reveal invisible wounds. Her works often address historical tragedies and collective suffering. In novels such as Human Acts, she examines political violence and social trauma, while preserving the dignity of those who endured unimaginable pain. Rather than offering simple explanations, Han Kang invites readers to confront difficult questions about memory, responsibility, and compassion. Her characters often struggle with grief and loss, yet they continue searching for meaning in a fractured world. Style and literary power. Han Kang's prose is elegant, restrained, and deeply poetic. There is a musical rhythm in her writing that allows emotions to emerge naturally. She writes about suffering without exaggeration and beauty without sentimentality. Her stories are filled with silence, symbolism, and subtle emotional layers. Readers are not told what to think or feel. Instead, they are encouraged to discover their own interpretations. This rare balance between simplicity and depth gives her work extraordinary power. The Nobel Prize in Literature. In 2024, Han Kang was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. The Swedish Academy recognized her remarkable ability to illuminate historical trauma and human vulnerability through poetic and emotionally resonant prose. The award brought global attention to her work, but for many readers and critics, it merely confirmed what had long been evident. Han Kang is one of the most significant literary voices of the 21st century. Why is Han Kang important? Beyond awards and international recognition, Han Kang offers readers something increasingly rare in the modern world: stillness. In an age dominated by noise, speed, and distraction, her books encourage reflection, empathy, and deeper human understanding. She reminds us that literature is not merely entertainment. It is a means of exploring the most profound questions of existence. Through her writing, we learn to listen more carefully to the experiences of others and to acknowledge the vulnerability that unites all human beings. Conclusion. Through her novels, readers encounter universal themes of suffering, resilience, memory, love, and hope. Han Kang builds bridges between cultures, histories, and individual lives. Her works remind us that beneath our differences lies a shared humanity shaped by both pain and compassion. To read Han Kang is to enter a world where silence speaks, memories breathe, and every human experience carries deeper meaning. Long after the final page is turned, her stories continue to resonate within us like distant music carried gently by the wind.